696. Today's video will be a little bit unusual because I will not show my face. Simply because I don't feel like it today. I also want to show off a little bit forest here. Yes, so gotta enjoy the little walk. Right now I'm entering a shelter place. People can probably just come here and rent it out and stay here for the night. There's like 2 houses here, and there's a big fireplace that was very recently built. Some glasses even. Very cool. Yeah. So, let's see. I also decided to go outside today because I felt like it was very hot. Like, I don't know, like probably also know the news, but like this summer is extraordinary in the heat sense, meaning that it's very, very hot. I have to think a bit of where I'm stepping because it's quite prickly and I took not a good place to actually go forward. Aye! Aye! My dress! Ow! Yeah, so it was very, very hot. Like the last day, yesterday, in our city, it was 35 degrees, and in Denmark I didn't even expect to have such high degrees. And because it's also very humid, like it was just unbearable. Like yesterday it was impossible to survive without taking a very cold shower. You know what I mean? So yeah, and today since I woke up, like it's a little bit colder day. Like today, like the maximum degrees will be like 30, not 35, but still, like, because yesterday was already hard to survive and today is like continuing, it was just unbearable to stay, and I decided to take a walk, have some time alone and to talk. Probably the video will turn out a little bit longer because I have to specifically right now focus on where I'm stepping. I don't know why I took this path, I've never been here. So, but yeah, we'll see. Right now it looks like it will get better. Also, it was raining a lot yesterday night, and it was very strong, very aggressive rain. It was not even rain, I think it was like the little snowballs. I don't know how it's called. Ice balls. I don't know how it's called in English. But yeah, check quickly for ticks. Okay, I'm fine. So yeah, today is Sunday, 28th of June, and yeah, and like literally in two days I will go with my boyfriend to Portugal, and I'm super excited. Especially excited because it's also much colder there. Like on the day that it was 35 yesterday, in Denmark here, it was 25 in Lisbon. Like, what? Aren't you supposed to be like warmer there? But anyways, yeah, so I'm excited also to have a refreshing vacation apparently. And yeah, it will be a very saturated holiday. And I'm looking forward to it. Maybe I could talk about my past here, since that's what I've been kind of thinking to record for the last 2 videos. So, and it's also a little bit very, how to say it, like it's very personal, so I don't even know if I'll post this video, or will I be able to go in such depth that I want to, what I'm additionally thinking about. But yeah, there's no real um, how to say it? Have to try first to know, right? You don't know if I don't try. So yeah. Basically, my idea is to touch on how I got together with my ex, like how I was before I was together with her, and the during the time and then after a little bit. So yeah, like I come out from Latvia, and yeah, I met her actually when I was around like 11 years old, and she was younger than me. But yeah, we were like, I was just sleeping in like my mother's friends like night party, and there were older kids, but mainly only only girls. And fuck, some fly flew into my eye. Yeah. So yeah, so it was like a basically girls sleepover, and specifically my ex was very like, she was not the person that we went to, but she was like invited also to stay there. And so yeah, and then we knew it, like get to know each other, like everyone got to know me and I got to know everyone, and so on. And actually she was like very quiet, very like shy type, and also because I was like a boy during that time, they were also like playing with me, like kind of like not letting me sleep while I was trying to go to sleep. And she was the only one that was not doing it, and I really kind of appreciated that during that time. Of course, she also has her own quirks and so on, but yeah. Then we started texting. We had like a group chat because we kind of bonded together or something. This path looks fire, actually. I'll go here. Hopefully I'll not get lost because I have 22% of battery. Yes, so we started texting each other, and then fast forward 3 years after, when I was like 14. During those 3 years I've been super bad, in a sense that I've been very emotionally unstable. I had another girlfriend, but like I really ruined that relationship so far off that I started threatening her and like saying things that I'm not supposed to say to any person, and ultimately she blocked me, obviously, and I'm actually glad that she did it, so I don't bother her more. And yeah, but yeah, even in this time when I was together with her, like I was still texting, like, okay, from now on my ex I'll call her Catherine, because that's what is her name. It will be just easier for me to speak with the name instead of saying my ex all the time. So yeah, and like I was still texting with Catherine during the time, but like we were friends, like we were just friends, like I was just sharing some stuff from either video games, like anime that I was watching, or any kind of bullshit that is happening in my life. She also sometimes did, but mainly she was just listening or like just reacting on what I had to say. Yeah, sometimes we went a little bit deeper, but yeah, basically our like discussions were just basically either we were texting some nights, like multiple nights in a row, or maybe like not texting each other for like 2 months. Probably like this specific moment that I was not texting her was like especially when I was together with the other girl. But yeah, and then there was like a lot of things that I decided I don't want a relationship, and then I got together again for like 2 months with another. But gladly I also ended it much faster because I understood, okay, actually I don't want it, I just want attention in that sense. What is happening with that leaf? That's so funny. Is there somebody? No, what? Why are the leaves doing that? That's so fun. Yeah, and what I was saying. Yeah, so basically after these 3 years of getting to know each other when I was 14, like she kind of confessed in love to me, and because I understood like I failed 2 relationships, like I'm not emotionally stable. This is very steep hill. Oh my god, I'm falling off. I said no, I don't want a relationship. So, but we still stayed friends. Like it was not an awkward silence between us. It was nothing like that. Yeah, it was just like her attempt because she really wanted something to experience probably, and said no, I don't want. I will walk backwards because that's the only way how my slippers are not slipping off. Yes, that looks scary. And so, but we actually became much closer after that. Like we became more like friends and started like talking more. I started opening more. We started having more conversations together, and I think on the year 2019, she actually congratulated me when I was like exactly on the time when I was born, like on happy birthday, but like exactly the minute on seconds. Oh, okay, maybe not seconds, but like minutes, perfectly on time, like at 7:06 in the morning. And she's known to not wake up like really early, and that really like shook me. It's like, what? Just for me? Like, why? You know? This is a interesting place. Yeah, am I in private property or something? I think it's also like a shelter place, but wow, it's so beautiful. Yes, so what was I saying? Yes. No, just sit down a little bit. Yeah, so after that moment that she did that, I kind of started doubting if I'm not feeling anything at all to her, and like I started like being much more empathetic to her, and like we started like actually talking about more serious, like not serious topic, but like more specific ones, like about love and about relationships. And around like 2nd of June, in a very silly way, we got together. Like very very silly because it was like I decided to leave it to fate and fate. Like for her, I said to like say a number, and then like I generated like in random number generator, like from 1 to 100, and if it's like if she said like higher than 50, then we got together, and if like lower, then we don't. And she said higher that we get together, and yeah, and then I rolled it and it fell in like 3 times higher, like 3 times in a row. The first 3 times in a row it was like above 50, and I was like, wow, that must be like a sign that we are meant to be together. And remember, like I'm still very emotionally unstable, and I'm very like don't even know what I want and what I'm feeling as a teenager, right? And I was also like quite suicidal at that moment, or like very like not good, also because probably of dysphoria now looking back, because I didn't understand, and I was always trying to like build a persona based on the environment I'm in, because I didn't have my own personality, my own character, because I didn't feel like alive, I didn't feel like myself, I didn't feel like I have what it takes to be a human, you know? I felt like something was lacking, something like within me was lacking. And now I see that it was the dysphoria speaking, like that I didn't feel like I'm the I'm the person I want to be, like and socially like that I'm a man, like didn't seem right to me. But during that time I was also blocking these thoughts, so I never like really indulged in them because I had to. because of my environment, like transphobic environment that I was living in. But anyways, yeah, so around like the beginning of June, we got together, and like we also like the first month was like almost repeating the history of the other relationships, but then somehow she survived it and kind of comforted me in such a way, and also because I kind of like recognize the patterns to not repeat the same mistake and don't like delve into misery, and like kind of stop myself from doing something that I would regret later. And after like around July, end of July, I even went to see her for the first time again in real life, because we were not seeing each other like at all, and she was also a super anxious person, so yeah. And I saw her, and I went outside of the night, like I kind of escaped the home. I told nobody that I'm going, and I cycled to the other city where she was living to just meet her. And I was not even sure that she would open the doors, because she was alone at home, but also like she's a very anxious person, so she probably also was scared. Yeah, so yeah, and I basically didn't even say that I'm going. I'm just like around 3 in the night, like we were texting each other, and like at 3 in the night, like I said, like look outside of the window or something like that. So I don't remember how exactly, but I think I went to buy something for her in the gas station, because I think we were jokingly saying like, oh, I like she wanted to some snacks, and I said, I can go to the gas station and buy you something, and I actually went and did it, and then I was like, oh, I got you some snacks or something like that. Well, yeah. But yeah, this is like the first, like, and then since then, like, it was super like honeymoon phase, like super nice, super sweet, super rainbows and sunshines. Yeah, and we were together then for 1 or 2 even years, and then when I was like 17 and about to turn 18, we also had like I lost my virginity during that time, and then like around when I was 18 or 19, yeah, around summertime, like summertime, I moved to the Netherlands, and after living there for half a year or something like that, we managed to also get Catherine to live with me in Netherlands, and we started studying. Like I started studying in University of Amsterdam as in linguistics course, and she started studying like in a little lower school. It was before university, because she was not she was not of the age yet to go to the university. So, and also she wanted something specific, so she chose like a school that was like more generalized. It's like she wanted to go to psychology direction, and for that she needs like some extra years. But yes, and yeah, we started living together. We started bouldering together. We were living together, but I kind of started getting used to being together, and I have started feeling her so much that I didn't see her as my girlfriend anymore. I literally saw her as my family. So I got very, very comfortable around her. So I started sharing everything, maybe even something that I'm not supposed to share with anyone, like some of my inner thoughts. But like I felt so safe, and the things that I don't even believe in, I might just speak out, because like that's in my mind, and I'm like, I feel like this person is like open, and like I was in the mindset that I'm not supposed to hide anything. So I was like sharing absolutely everything, like just when something intrusive thoughts happen, like I'm just saying them. And in that sense I've become super like vulnerable, like very, very vulnerable, but also super like open, and I had no secrets from her. Like even stopped gambling, because I was gambling before, and I was not drinking, and all of these things, and I actually started becoming much more happy. Oh no, that's the bird nest fell on the ground. Oh no, that's so sad. Yeah, so I became super like attached to her, and also like I basically sacrificed my whole future for her. But at the same time, when I did it, I never kind of acted upon it, you know? Like we were building the future together, but I kind of started like being too comfortable, if you know what I mean. Like I started like treating her as for granted, and ultimately what happened is that like I became very, very lazy, and like in her eyes it seemed that I don't want to achieve anything in life anymore, because I was generally very satisfied with how my life was, despite of feeling depressed from time to time. I still felt like, no, maybe this is how to achieve happiness. Like maybe like I had this faith that I could get it, like if I push in this direction. But yeah, then situation happened that she discovered that she's actually deserves more than this, and that there's also another people that like there's other fish in the sea, and she found another like person at school that seemed just like that, like the life is like they have more common goals than with me, and he's also not in the relationship, so he's like showing himself as like something bigger, in that sense that he's like actually like motivated to do something for the relationship, and I didn't seem so because I already was too comfortable. And yeah, and then ultimately we broke up, and she got together with that guy, and I was just super broken. Like I was not expecting it at all, because like we were not talking about it in that sense. Like I was always pushing for us to talk, but also it seemed that like from her perspective that I was never really listening to her. But I also didn't get the picture that something is wrong, because I'm a little bit autistic maybe, so I didn't really like pick that up. And yeah, and like she also didn't really attempt that much, like that seriously, to kind of talk with me, like to share like, hey, there's something not like good. Like she was always like kind of like saying something, but then also like instantly like denying it or like suppressing it. It's like, oh, it's okay, like maybe it's like other people have it worse in that sense. But yeah, anyways, yeah, so I was very broken, like, because I didn't expect that at all, and I didn't know what to do with my life. And like, okay, I got over the breakup like quite fast, like in like 2 days or 3 days. Like, okay, like it's not my property, like she has her own life. Actually that I accepted like instantly. But then like it hit me that I don't have anything in my life without her. Like I don't have absolutely anything, and there's no friends that have my own. Like the only friends I had was from her side, and like any interests were also like based on her, like except bouldering. But like I was super passionate about bouldering that time, and like all my kind of way of speaking, my humor, the things I'm digesting is like super based on like us, you know. And now without her, like the future doesn't have anything anymore. And like now the personality that I built, actually like then after the breakup I understood like I'm also was not really myself in the relationship. I was just kind of, I built very strong personality based on her, and I didn't have my own character. I didn't have my own like kind of drive for life. And that also was the reason that she also expressed it, that like she wanted to break up with me, because like I didn't have any motivation to live in that sense, even despite that I was pretty happy. This place is beautiful. Wow. I'm definitely entering some place I'm not supposed to be in. There's some boats and some houses. Let's go to this direction. But this field looks amazing. So, and once I understood that, like, I like started like, okay, after these 3 days of like crying, like I kind of accepted that, okay, like I fully, like not only intellectually, because intellectually I understood it instantly, but like on experiential level, like okay, like she's another person. Then I just have to find my own like, like thing to live for. And then I started like thinking, like, is it really like like, do I really want to study in university now? And do I really like, what is that I'm studying for? And what is that I'm trying to achieve here? And there was nothing. There was absolutely nothing. And then I started like, okay, maybe I can push forward to finish the studies and I don't know, maybe achieve something in that direction. But then I tried studying and like I couldn't physically. Like there was not like I started crying again. Like my insides were like whirling up, and it's like something really, like I was super against it, because it's again like I went to the university only because I was together with her in that sense. Despite it, actually, before, like I actually got into the university by my own will, but then after I already got in, like I stayed there because of her in that sense, you know. Yes, and like also like she very distanced from me. She like became very very cold from like she started like, treating me very coldly and like speaking me like in a way that she never spoke to me, and it was very very shocking to me, because it's like it seemed that like it was a person I didn't even know at all, you know. It was very very painful in that sense, because like not only I lost a relationship, but I lost a friend that I really really cared about, like, and I was ready to just be friends, like, and okay, not try a relationship, but just be friends, but like it didn't seem mutual, and yes, and I just like, okay, and I really couldn't find an exit out of it, and the only exit I could find is like to kill myself, and like I really felt like this kind of drive, not because I broke up necessarily, but because there was really no purpose for me to continue living. And so it was very very sad, and my father noticed that, because my father was also there in Netherlands with me, and he just like, okay, I think you should stop with the studies and you should just go home, like in Latvia. So I went to home in Latvia, and the time there was very miserable. Although I passed driving like license and I got driver's license, like I didn't do anything else. Like, yes, I was hanging out with like some of other people. Is that a person? Wait. I think somebody's fishing here. There are some bags. Yeah, there's definitely someone fishing there. Okay, let's go. Just go further. What was I saying? Yeah, so I was not feeling good at all. Like I also, basically, my whole progress after, basically I became the same person I was before I got into a relationship. I became very unstable, became depressed, I became like nobody in that sense. And again, like I had very suicidal thoughts, and like I didn't know what to do. And what also like pained me, like from an ego perspective, is that actually like just before we broke up, I was saving up money for us to go to Billie Eilish's concert, because she really liked Billie Eilish in that time. And also like I was trying to, during that time, during the day that we broke up, actually, like I was trying to get tickets for us to go to the theater, because there was an opportunity to go to one at school, at my school, because it was sponsored. And also I tried to, like I signed up for a Vipassana meditation course, because I also knew that there's something not good for me. And I think they even accepted me, or I was in the waiting list. Yeah, and then when she broke up, like all this kind of like efforts, like, oh wow, but like I was doing like these things because I was not, like I wanted to be a surprise, and I never told these things, because like why would I? Well, except meditation, because yeah, I don't know why, but like I told that, but not about the surprises that I wanted to do. And that was very, very painful from my ego side, because there was actually like attempts to kind of like go for something, you know, to yeah. And I was also like, we were both quite like in a poor position, and the other guy was like more wealthy than me, for example. And I think maybe also from her side that was like also like the more opportunities, you know. But I was also not able to find a job, and maybe that was also like a thing. But yeah, back to Latvia. I was basically not going out of my room. I kind of found a place to live in Riga, and I cleaned the place, but like I couldn't find also a job there. I don't know why. Like I thought my CV was very good. Like I was applying in a lot of places, but like literally no place was accepting me, like at all. Like I applied more than 100 places to go to work, and the only reason I started living in Riga because of the job opportunities that are there. But I found nothing. Like I found a lot of things, but nobody accepted me. And it was very, very sad. Like even McDonald's didn't respond to me. They just ignored my application. So yeah, that's what happened. And then like also before I started living in Riga, I found this school where I'm right now, and I applied for it. And yeah, basically in summer that year, it was 2025. So yeah, during that year, like from winter till summer, I passed the driving license, but I couldn't find a job, and I couldn't, like, I was basically just living in the apartments of Riga like for free, because it was my friend's apartment. He was kind of like supporting me in that sense, because also sharing that I didn't have any money. Right. So yes, and yeah, and during that 2025 period, like I also in the summer, around August, I went to Denmark to start the school, and now since that moment I'm here, and since that moment I started discovering myself from anew. Like it's basically this school for me is like a opportunity or a possibility to kind of stand back up, to find a ground below my feet, and kind of find out what I am and who I want to be, or like what is the reason that I'm not killing myself. And yeah, I found answers to a lot of questions. Still don't like, I don't think that my life has a purpose anymore, like still, and I think that I will not have it, like realistically speaking. But I even like before, like I had this mindset, like if I'm already alive, like might as well just live through it and see where the life like carries me. And in that sense, like this school is also perfect with this mindset, because I don't have to really worry about food and like about accommodation, and I can just like basically live and see how I am in among people and who I am without the worries of survival. And yeah, and this allowed my brain to be more free with myself, more honest with myself, and here I am discovering that I was dysphoric, and yeah, and this was the generator of at least 50% of my misery. Of course, like realistically speaking, that doesn't fix like all of my problems, but it did make myself commit to things that I couldn't commit before, like living, like caring about myself, and like doing something creative, like these videos even. I would never be able to commit to those before, despite that there was always a wish to do so. So yeah, that's basically, I think that's the showcase, that feeling in your own skin, like at home, is very essential for wanting to push forward and to live and to want to achieve things in life. And that's what I experienced, what I am experiencing now, and hopefully it will become even stronger if I will start taking estrogen, and I will start like feeling myself more, like my voice or like my appearance is becoming more female-like. And we'll see, like, because like literally in the moments when I'm like sharing myself, like I feel 5 times more motivated to do anything in life. And right now also because I didn't shave and I'm not feeling that clean, I kind of felt guilty, and now I'm also not committing to clean the room to like prepare for the trip. And I wanted also to share this side of me, that there's some stuff here as well. It's like another shelter. It's very interesting. I'm finding these things. I didn't. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what I was saying, but I think I was finishing up what I was saying. So, yeah, okay. I don't remember what I was saying, and I think this video is already way too long than any other video. And if I have an audience now, I don't know, but if somebody finished listening till here, I'm grateful for you, and yes, so look forward to take another video how the Portugal feels like to me. And I was also glad that I could kind of let my heart out that was like kind of piling up, or like I was holding within myself for a very long time. Granted, for almost 2 years now. So I'm very grateful also to myself that I could just go outside now and at least do something, despite not feeling in my like quite comfortable, to commit and do something creative, and to talk about myself and to open up to myself, even like not to you, not to the platform, but to myself, and to see to hear myself from a recording, not from my own head, you know. And I think this is a very useful tool to have. Thank you for listening again, and see you in the next video. 696. This is where I'm ending, and now I'll try to get back.